cops here again.
Another 10 bucks.
What's that now? Don't worry about it. Who's counting? Like 250.
250?
Yeah, about 250.
You're counting.
I do count.
Gunshots, you sure?
Yeah, we got that from dispatch, room 14B.
Well, that's Leslie's place.
You didn't hear anything?
No, these are all factory locks. The walls and floors are 2 foot of concrete. Oh, she put in her own lock. People aren't supposed to do that.
You can't open it?
No.
What's her name?
Leslie.
Leslie? Leslie, it's the paramedics. Can you hear us?
Dispatch, this is Osman Bey. We need police for forced entry right
Can you
now.
imagine if there's a backed up toilet in there?
Yeah.
I'm frightened.
Yeah, we can wait.
Oh, so we gotta get in there.
Yeah, they want us to wait. There might be a shooter.
There's no shooter.
Shooter?
No, it's fine. It's sure, it's fine. Yeah, no, it's not. No, that's a super.
Yeah. We can't wait.
Toby, no!
Hey, Oz. Help me flip her over.
Okay, you got it?
You couldn't save her.
She had lost a lot of blood. We're not allowed to code, so we did all we could until the ME arrived.
It was 6 months ago. The details are still vivid in your mind.
Yes, unfortunately.
I have no further questions.
Raptors game starts in 2 hours. Mr. Lynch, seeing as it's getting late, I would like to adjourn until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, at which time you may cross-examine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That was crazy. It was like a real-life episode of Law and Order.
Be honest with me, did I sound stupid up there?
No. The Crown Attorney wouldn't be trying to make you sound stupid. That's the defense attorney's job.
Yeah, why am I the only one up there? You were there too.
Because they know I never crack, baby. You've seen my poker face. I'm like a stone.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Yeah, we got a 1014 to Liberty and Jefferson.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
That guy just walked out into traffic. He looks awake, but he won't say anything. Hey, sir, how you doing? Can you hear me? In any pain?
Hey, Oz, Logan go here. How you doing? I'm Toby. We're gonna take care of you.
I know you.
That's right. I'm Toby. I'm a paramedic.
Toby.
Yeah.
You sure?
What's your name?
I don't know. I don't know my name.
John Doe.
He's been here 24 hours. You still don't know who he is?
I have no ID, no wallet, no keys, nothing.
All right, how are his conditions?
He's got lacerations to the head from the accident, but no apparent head trauma. I'll have to run some tests.
Okay.
How's the trial going?
Well, you know, it's just a prelim at this point, so I get cross-examined today, and then that's that for now.
And the rest of your week, how's that looking? Like you want to go out?
Well, you know, pretty open. You want to go out?
Oh,
Maybe I
call you?
All right.
Or you could, yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Hey, this preliminary hearing's turning into a circus.
Yeah, high-profile celebrity murders generally do.
So what's the deal with Peter Garvin?
Big-time record producer with a big-time record of trouble. Everything from illegal possession to tax evasion.
Is that why he needs a hotshot lawyer?
Oh, yeah, he's as big-time as they come. Loves the headlines as much as his Rolex. Smooth as $100 eye cream.
This is Logan.
You testified that you entered Leslie Cahill's apartment with force. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
How did you get into Leslie Cahill's apartment on the night in question?
She had put a second lock on her door, and the superintendent didn't have a key.
How did you get in?
I used a fire extinguisher to bash the lock.
Wait, Toby! Toby, no!
But isn't it protocol to wait for police backup when there have been shots fired? Don't think about it. Just answer the question.
My partner was on his cell phone trying to reach the police.
Yeah, the police want us to wait, Toby. There could be a shooter.
There's no
in there.
shooters.
Shooter? Yeah, it's fine. I'll be fine.
I felt we didn't have time to wait for them if we wanted to save her life.
Oh, and that's what you were doing, trying to save someone's life?
Yeah, I believe that's in our job description.
Toby, don't be a smartass. He'll rip you in two.
Mr. Logan, what made you think she was alive?
Leslie, it's the paramedics. Can you hear us?
Dispatch, we need police for forced entry now.
I'm frightened.
Mr. Logan.
Yes, sorry, yeah. I thought I heard her cry out.
But when you got inside, was she crying out?
No, she was unconscious.
Oh, actually, she was more than unconscious, wasn't she? Isn't this your report of the incident?
Yes, my partner filled this out.
And you signed it?
Yes, I did.
Would you read the underlined section?
Victim was cold, BP 0, no pulse or heartbeat.
She's code 5, Toby.
And her heart had stopped.
There are documented cases of people being brought back from the dead.
What do you want? What?
When there are no apparent signs of life, you're not to disrupt a crime scene.
I felt there were signs of life.
You are to wait for police to engage, correct?
We had to go in. I thought we could save her.
Based on what?
She's cold.
Mr. Logan, on what basis did you engage with the victim?
Training, instinct, I guess.
So you broke into the victim's apartment, tossed aside her furniture, walked right through her blood, creating your own trail, hopelessly obliterating what was very likely the killer's bloody footprint, and all of this based on what? Feeling. No further questions.
We've resuscitated victims before.
You're excused, Mr. Logan.
Falling to adoration. Speak my name, I wanna hear. Dreams caress my ear, but so loud. It's fear, and this one's mine.
Cut it! We were in the middle of a take. Peter and Leslie were not getting along. She was clearly whacked out on something. She wasn't able to get the track down.
Look, I couldn't hear the music. It wasn't loud enough for my ears.
music because you're drunk? At one point, the argument got pretty heated.
You are so pathetic, you know that, you stupid bitch?
You know if Mr. Garvin owns a gun?
Yeah, I've seen him with one now and again.
Is this the gun?
Looks like it.
They argued. She threw a drink at him, and she left.
And Mr. Garvin?
He left about 15 minutes later.
Counselor?
When Mr. Garvin left on that evening, did he say where he was going?
No, he didn't.
Would this be the gun?
That's right. Registered to Mr. Peter Garvin. We found it in a dumpster half a block away from Leslie Cahill's apartment building.
And did the bullet taken from Miss Cahill come from this gun?
It did.
And what makes you so certain Mr. Garvin pulled the trigger?
Because the victim said so.
The victim?
According to the phone record, she called her sister's cell phone at 12:02 and then again at 12:43 the night she was murdered.
Is this the phone record you subpoenaed?
Yes, it is.
That is such a crock.
Thank you, Detective Marks.
Mr. Lynch?
Detective Marks, how long had you been with homicide when you were assigned to the Cahill murder?
few months.
So would you say you were relatively new to this type of police investigation?
I was well trained and quite prepared, if that's what you mean.
What I mean is, as a freshman homicide investigator, could you have overlooked evidence?
Objection. Counsel is speculating.
Sustained.
Did you feel like this was a difficult case, Detective?
All homicides have their individual problems.
Problems like a contaminated crime scene. Was the crime scene contaminated, Detective?
Paramedics did the job according to...
Was the crime scene contaminated?
Paramedics often have.
Yes or no?
Yes.
No further questions.
Then there's no case. Lack of evidence. There you go. At this time, I'd like to call Rebecca Cahill.
She's beautiful. Just like her sister.
See, he didn't do it. They're not supposed to try and save her? Leslie had called me earlier that evening, and she told me about the fight with Peter, and she said she'd had enough, and she was finally ready to leave him, to walk away from all the lies he'd been feeding her. And then she told me she had to go because he was at the door, and she would call me back. And when she did, she said that Garvin had shot her and that she needed help.
And you have no reason to doubt your sister's account?
Objection.
She was dying.
Objection. Calls for conclusion.
Sustained.
Tears are good, just don't overdo it.
She didn't have to die.
Why would she lie?
I'm so sorry.
I hate lawyers.
No further questions.
Counsel?
Miss Cahill, is it true your sister had a drug and alcohol problem?
Thanks to Peter Garvin, yes?
And she was incoherent on the night of the recording
No,
session?
not when I spoke to her, no. What difference does it make if she was a little high?
Several of the session musicians testified that she was ranting, I believe is the word they used, for more cocaine.
Well, she was fine when I spoke to her. She was very upset, but she was not, she was fine.
And this was less than an hour after Peter Garvin tried to settle her down and she threw wine on him?
He did not try and settle her down. He threatened her.
Not according to those present during the altercation.
Well, it's not what she told me.
Miss Cahill, do you have any animosity towards Mr. Garvin?
I hate the son of a bitch. All my sister wanted was to write songs and be a singer.
That's not what I asked you.
He promised her everything.
Do you hate Peter Garvin?
He lied to my sister, he cheated on her, he got her addicted to drugs, and then he killed her, so yes, I hate him.
Hate him enough to lie to this court?
Objection. I don't see where counsel is going with this line of questioning.
The record does show there were 2 calls made to Rebecca Cahill from his sister's cell phone. But what the record does not show is the nature of those calls. That is something we simply have to accept from this young lady who has clearly shown contempt for my client.
She told me Peter Garvin shot her. He's the reason she's dead.
That's okay. You don't have to tell them everything.
The point is, Miss Cahill, we don't know what she told you. The case against my client is completely circumstantial. There's no hard evidence. Overzealous paramedics destroying a pristine crime scene? The testimony of an emotionally troubled sister who, uncorroborated by anyone else, including the investigating officer, puts Peter Garvin at the scene of a crime, a gun in his hand and murder on his mind? And how does she know this? Came from the lips of a dying woman with a blood alcohol content of 1.5 and cocaine and heroin in her system. And the prosecution is asking us to convict a man of first-degree murder? I'm sorry. All I could say at this time is I would ask the court for a full dismissal of charges against my client based on an unmitigated lack of evidence.
Let me remind you, Mr. Lynch, This is a preliminary hearing. Save your showboating for the jury trial.
With all due respect, Your Honor, if this case goes to trial.
That's enough, Mr. Lynch.
All right, have a good day, man. See ya. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Morning, big guy.
You know you're getting too comfortable around here.
Actually, no, not getting too comfortable. I could use a desk, maybe. A set of swinging ball bearings would be good, too, if you could put that order in.
Very funny.
All right, so, Judge, you gonna throw this out?
Told you, Toby, don't worry about it. Lynch is just showboating. Judges are gonna throw anything out. Fielder just wants more witnesses, more conclusive evidence.
Can I take this chair?
Comfortable?
Yes.
Okay.
Yesterday, in the courtroom, I got this hit off. A guy, he was having these really strange thoughts about Rebecca. He was thinking that Rebecca wasn't telling the whole truth. She was lying.
Toby, you know the drill. You see this guy again, you point him out, then I will take it from there.
Yeah.
You understand me this time?
You know, like I said, though, maybe I read him wrong.
Well, let's hope so, because Rebecca's all they got.
Hi, remember me? I'm Dr. Fawcett.
Of course, yes. Come in.
We have your test results, and your brain is a little swollen from the accident, but otherwise you should be fine.
Accident?
Yes, you were hit by a car?
Was anyone else hurt?
No, just you. Did you have any problem with your memory prior to the accident?
I don't think so. Things are kind of fuzzy. Why?
Well, I'd like to run some more tests.
All right, of course.
You enjoy Emily Dickinson?
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul, that sings the tune without the words and doesn't stop at all.
That's beautiful.
I know all of her poems.
That's good.
Forgive me, I've forgotten your name again.
Oh, that's okay. It's Olivia.
Olivia.
Yes. I'll check back with you later.
Yes, of course.
Well, Liv's thinking it's Alzheimer's.
Well, what are they gonna do with him?
I don't know.
What about you? You get anything off him?
No, I got nothing.
You read the mind of a dead girl. You can't get anything off this guy?
That'll make the rules.
Mr. Bay! Mr. Bay, you are officially off duty.
I know.
For as long as they want you in court and you're being subpoenaed.
Whoa. What?
6 months ago, they hauled me off in front of this review board to discuss your actions about smashing into that woman's apartment before the police arrived. Well, guess what, gentlemen? Now they're doing it again.
You kidding?
Are you kidding me? Manipulating a crime scene?
Sir, we were trying to save a life.
Look, you don't need to preach to me about that. I know that. That's what I told those innocuous bureaucrats. Now listen, I got you back. Good work.
You guys hear me on this thing? We good?
We can hear you just fine.
Good. Yeah, it happened exactly the way my partner said it happened.
Well, I'm not disputing Mr. Logan's account of his actions on the evening. What I'm curious about is the intent of those actions. Why you broke into Leslie Cahill's apartment.
Well, it's like Mr. Logan said. It's part of the job.
So you wouldn't qualify Mr. Logan's behavior as, say, impulsive or erratic?
No, not at all.
Reason I ask, in this field report we subpoenaed from your supervisor, you once described your partner as displaying behavior that is often impulsive and erratic.
This was different. This is from before. You know, I thought he needed help.
And did you hear the Same calls for help that Mr. Logan did?
You mean like hear? Actually hear it?
Yeah. Mr. Bay?
Huh? Well, you know, hearing is fun. Toby has really good hearing, so he hears a lot more than I do. So.
Thank you. No further questions.
I knew he was lying.
They'd say anything to cover their asses.
I left him in my house. I can't trust anyone.
Don't beat yourself up about it. It wasn't that bad.
Crazy? I feel like I just got tarred and feathered.
They're lawyers, man. They're evil.
She was so beautiful. She didn't have to die. It's your fault. You should have tried harder.
Hey, Oz, who is this guy?
I don't know. I've never seen him before.
Well, he's seen us.
What?
He saw us in Leslie's apartment. Hey!
Put your red name, please.
Leslie's apartment. He was watching us through his camera lens. Which one's Leslie's?
Top floor, third on the left.
Right here?
Yeah.
All right, so he's probably across the courtyard, watching us on the same floor. Thank you.
Yeah.
Should I?
What are we gonna do? We're gonna knock on every door?
Oh, yeah, we're gonna knock on every door.
Is that the guy?
Yeah. Hey. Oh, hey. How you doing? How's it going?
What do you want?
I saw you in court today. I was wondering why you took off so quickly.
Is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime. No. Just wondering why you were there.
Did you know Leslie?
I don't think that's any of your business.
Well, it is if you know something about the murder.
Okay, I have to go.
Hey, is that a camera? That's neat.
No, you can't go in there.
I'm sorry, the door was open. I thought we were invited. Hey, is that a zoom lens? How big that is?
Listen, what do you people want?
I just want to know your relationship with Leslie over here.
I don't know what you mean.
She was a beautiful girl.
I couldn't stop.
You said, well, you couldn't stop what? Stalking her? Watching her?
I wasn't stalking her. No, you can't go up there.
Hey, Toby, come up here and see this. Looks like somebody was pretty busy.
Did you see what happened? If you had called 911, we could have got there in time. We could have saved her.
Hey, Toby, wait! We're not cops!
All right, okay, we're not cops.
This guy, you saw who did it or he did it himself. So it's not our job, man. We're in enough trouble as it is right now. Just take it easy.
His name is Gerald Cooper. He's a professional photographer. Pretty obvious. This place doubles as a studio. This is what she was wearing the night she was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
So he's either a new suspect or the only eyewitness we got. Either way, you two scared him away.
Well, in our defense, he did scare easily.
Next time, you come to me first. You got that?
Yes, detective.
So we're free to go? Hey?
She always this grumpy?
I'd filed a police report. Nobody's looking for anybody who looks remotely like her John Doe.
How about the Emily Dickinson thing?
I tried the colleges. Nobody's looking for an English or a poetry teacher. All the tests came back negative. It's got to be Alzheimer's. I can't think of anything else.
I don't want to be here.
You have to calm down.
No,
Sir.
yeah, that'd be right. I'll leave.
Hey, whoa. Hey, where are you going? Where are you going?
No, but okay, come on. It's okay. It's all right.
All right.
I know you.
Yeah, I brought you in.
Yes.
Yeah.
You brought me in.
Mm-hmm. No. Let's go back to your bed. Come on. You have a wife. You have kids, no?
But you know me.
Yes, you were younger then. I know, and the eyes haven't changed. Keep going, keep going. We can't stop.
Why can't you stop?
We only have so much time before they...
Before they what?
The door has sudden shut, and I, lost, was passing by.
Charlie. Got any word on a pervert yet?
No sightings, no family, no friends.
No Gerald Cooper. God. He's all of her?
Yeah, over a long period of time.
None of anybody else.
If he did, he didn't save any of them, because we checked his cameras, microchips, computers. We found nothing.
There's none of Garvin.
Nope.
Well, maybe he wasn't there.
Don't even joke.
Wasn't a joke.
Here are the prints.
Oh, thanks. Blow-ups from that night. I don't think Lynch was far off the mark.
Really?
Plus that hit you got off Cooper, I don't think she's telling the truth about that night, the phone call.
Oh, yeah?
In fact, I know she was lying. Recognize the subject matter?
Yeah, it's Leslie.
Digital taken that night. Blown up, then enhanced.
That's Rebecca?
Mm-hmm. Everyone thought it was Leslie, probably even Cooper, but that's Rebecca. Check out the time of day. She was there exactly when she was supposed to be at home talking to Leslie and then calling 911.
Why don't we find out? What's he doing here?
I asked him to be here. He has a connection with the girl. If you don't mind. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, the case against Peter Garvin is mostly circumstantial. The defense was right about that.
Mm-hmm.
Your credibility is one of the strongest weapons we have.
My sister told me it was him who shot her. So, what do we need? They don't believe me now.
We were hoping for an eyewitness, and I think we found one.
Oh, God.
It seems as though your sister had an admirer from across the courtyard. He took pictures of her every night.
Oh, God, did he see what she did?
He saw everything, Rebecca. You were there that night.
What'd she do, Rebecca?
Peter Garvin didn't shoot your sister, did he? You know, if you're keeping something from us, maybe it's because you're covering your own involvement.
Rebecca, if you lied under oath, we need to know.
No.
If you tell us the truth now, maybe we can work something out.
What happened that night, Rebecca?
You don't understand. Peter Garvin destroyed my sister. He may as well have pulled the trigger that night.
Who did?
After her fight with Peter, my sister was inconsolable. I'd never seen her like that. And we talked on the phone for a while. And then she hung up. And I went straight over to check on her. And when I got there, she shot herself. She'd left a note. And it was truly pathetic. She said she loved Peter, and she couldn't endure life without him.
So that's why you framed him?
He preyed on her insecurities. He got her hooked on drugs. He was responsible for what happened. And I wanted him to pay. So I got rid of the note, And I tried to make it look like it was him. I wiped off the gun and I threw it where I knew somebody would find it.
What about phone records?
I used her cell phone to call mine. I wanted to make sure that I was a witness. To tell you it was him. I don't regret it. He deserves to pay. Now what?
It's over, Toby. I'll meet with the judge this morning.
All right, what about Rebecca?
I think we're working out a deal. Garvin doesn't seem to want to go after her.
Well, all right. I guess the truth is more important than going after her.
Hey, Toby. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Hey, Liv.
Hi.
How's John Doe? You remember anything new?
No, but look at this.
What is this?
That book and you are the only things he responds to.
Yeah, that's probably because I was the first thing he related to after his accident.
Maybe, but he's obviously trying really hard to remember something.
Go see him.
You want me to talk to him? If you do, you want to come with me?
I can't. I have surgery.
Logan.
Yeah?
You got to call on 911. Guy sounded really distressed.
Oh, really?
Seemed to think he had something to do with it.
Hello?
Is this the paramedic who's in my apartment?
Mr. Cooper?
I saw everything.
What'd you see?
It was Garvin.
Mr. Cooper, where are you? Let me come and we can talk.
I want to be with her.
Mr. Cooper, whatever you're doing, stop.
I could have called.
Tell me where you are.
We got it.
It's my fault. She's dead because I didn't call. I didn't want anyone to know.
Mr. Cooper, hello?
Yeah. Got it? We got it. Okay.
Suction unit.
Cooper, so you gotta help Leslie out, all right? You gotta tell people what you saw. Stay with me. You was there? She had his gun? You saw it all, didn't you, Cooper?
You saw Garvin shoot Leslie.
Are you serious?
Come on. Dies and Garvin's gonna get away with this. Why don't you do this, Cooper?
Look, don't argue with me. Just play it the way that I want.
I gotta go to the courthouse. When I get back, we'll lay it down.
It won't work.
You are the composer, I am the producer. Just write, and I tell you what is gonna work.
Am I interrupting? He said I could come in.
I thought that I would be seeing you at the courthouse.
There's been a change of plans. You see, a neighbor spying through the window saw Leslie come out of the bedroom with a gun. Saw you two struggle for her until you took control and shot her point blank in the chest. And planted the gun in her hand.
Your bail's been revoked. You're coming with me.
Hey, I got your message.
Hey, thank you for coming by.
Yeah. So what's he saying?
He's confused. He keeps talking about you, mentioning your name.
Well, he still thinks he knows me.
Yeah. I thought that maybe if you sat with him for a while, it would help.
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah. Hey.
Toby. I remembered.
What do you remember?
You were Maya's boy. You've got the gift. Just like she did. Come on, Maya. It's time.
You knew my mother.
Mother?
Maya, you were just talking about her.
Maya. I remember.
You were taking us somewhere.
Maya changed your name.
Yes. Where were you taking us?
What was your name? Don't worry, William. It's going to be okay.
William. My name was William.
William.
You know me.
I know you.
Thank you.
We don't back down. It's in our blood. Red pound for pound. This call to arms, it shakes our rooms, and we are